Very simple example here is just paste in your query and call for a result. Be sure to give it some time and you'll notice that it will call through the database, or at least to the ATA database, pull out the relevant information. So you do need to give this thing some time. It is not fast, can take a few minutes. And here we go. So we've got ourselves a result. And you can read through this, but anyway, put your own queries into this thing, see what you get back. Noting that where relevant, the system will pull out the relevant ATO source. And this is the actual tax law source. So you can jump across to that and read through that. And if you want to see the details on how this thing's actually working and functioning, open up the scenario planner and you'll get the thoughts and observations of the system, which is essentially how it puts the result together, right? So there's actually a few references in there. And please then drop in your comment and add your name. Very useful for our research. So in this case, I will add in a scenario. You can make these scenarios as complex as you like, and then you can layer in your query into the question box and call the system. So we'll see what this gives us. Again, give it more than a few seconds, right? Because you can see it's looking now in the databases and it will do a full scan before it gives you a result. And here we go. So it's now running a calculation based on what it's found. And after the calculation, it's discovered that the company's passive income forms 91.84, the total income, which is greater than the 80%, and therefore it does not meet the requirements. So again, jumping into the details, and of course you can look at the ATO legislation and also see how the system runs its calculation. So save off on that, which will be useful for our research. Here we've got some tabular data, and this is relating to a tax optimization problem for distributions, tax distributions. So here I'm asking a very simple question to start, just to see that this thing's got some contextual logic, and it'll run some calcs. Again, give it a bit of time because it's not fast, but this is proof of concept, right? So now it's looking for an optimization solution. And again, give it time. And here we go. So the person with the most taxable income is Linda. And is that the case? So we've got Linda over here with 200,000, and that would seem reasonable. Now I will ask for the optimization. So please spread the trust distribution amongst the beneficiaries in a manner that minimizes overall tax of all persons combined. Again, give it some time. And so it'll make some decisions and you'll see it changing as it goes. But as I said, up to a few minutes for this. So I did cut out a bit of that decision making the system was doing, but here we can see what the distribution amounts are. Linda will receive no trust income, which makes sense, right? So I asked what the distributions would be. Now let me ask another question. So I've typed this in, calculate what the taxable income for each named person will be after adding the trust and salary income, and compute the tax payable. So it's running its calcs, and you can see it as it goes. Again, probably not quite as fast as you could use Excel to do this, but we're really using this as a proof of concept and an opportunity to research and find methods to use this new AI technology. So now it's looking for the information for income tax brackets. And here we are with our result. So taxable income, you'll notice how it's sort of positioned most of these around 45 where it could, took some of them up into that next part of the threshold, but not above 120, and then obviously didn't give anything to Linda here. It's calculating out the taxes. So final step, please sum all the tax, and let's just give it an opportunity to sum up those taxes if it can. Okay, so it looks like it's summing up the taxes, and good. So we've got a detailed outcome, and again you can follow through the result, which in this case is quite a bit more complex. So that's your tax planning.